Hey there, it's me again. Today, I want to talk to you about how to source content for your videos and the risks of using royalty-free or rented content. First, let's talk about how to source content. There are a few different ways to do this. One way is to create your own content. This is the most time-consuming option, but it also gives you the most control over the quality and originality of your content. Another way to source content is to use royalty-free content. Royalty-free content is content that you can use for free. Even for commercial purposes, there will be no bullshit to deal with from Karens. If you're liking this video so far, please subscribe. There are a number of different websites where you can find royalty-free content, such as Creative Commons and Pixabay. The final way to source content is to use rented content. Rented content is content that you can license for a period of time. This is a good option if you need to use a specific piece of content that is not royalty-free. However, it's important to note that you will not own the rented content, and you will need to renew your license if you want to continue using it. Now, let's talk about the risks of using royalty-free or rented content. The biggest risk is that the content owner can change their mind at any time and force you to take down your video. This can be a major problem, especially if you have already invested a lot of time and effort into creating your video. Another risk is that the content owner may not have the rights to the content that they are licensing to you. This means that if you use the content in your video, you could be sued for copyright infringement. Finally, there is also the risk that the content you are using is not of good quality. This is especially true with royalty-free content. When you are using royalty-free content, it is important to preview it carefully before using it in your video. So, what's the best way to source content for your videos? The best way is to create your own content. This gives you the most control over the quality and originality of your content. However, if you need to use royalty-free or rented content, be sure to do your research and choose your sources carefully. Here are a few tips for sourcing royalty-free or rented content. Check the copyright status of the content. Before using any content in your video, make sure to check the copyright status. You can usually find this information on the content creator's website or social media page. Choose a reputable source. When choosing a source for royalty-free or rented content, be sure to choose a reputable source. There are a number of different websites and companies that offer this type of content, but not all of them are created equal. Read the license agreement carefully. Before licensing any content, be sure to read the license agreement carefully. This will tell you what you are allowed to do with the content and how long you are allowed to use it for. By following these tips, you can minimize the risks associated with using royalty-free or rented content in your videos.